Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. Hey, guys. I hope all is well out there in the world. I don't know what all that beeping is, and I hope y'all don't hear it, but you probably do. Welcome to those who will watch the replay, also to those who will listen to the podcast, okay? Tonight's topic is a little clickbaitish, but not really, because I'm about to talk about whack notaries. If you are making these mistakes, please don't come for me, because I'm not saying you are whack. But I have to tell you something that happened to me today. And it's happening more and more. And this is why signing companies, part of it, only can afford to pay. They can only afford to pay a certain amount because they already know they're going to have 2 notaries on just about every job that happens. Hey, Notary fam, it's Kimmi. I am here to let you know, just in case you have not heard about the Notary Business Coaching Success Program. We meet weekly. We talk about your notarial duties, how to do an acknowledgement, how to do a jurat, how to administer an oath, everything you've been asking for. And guess what else is included? Unlimited access to all of my trainings that will also include ink fingerprinting, trust/estate documents, learn how to properly execute a trust. Don't forget, we also have the private community, like-minded notaries who have been trained by me. Check out my book that I've written for each state, How to Start Your Notary Business in Alabama, California. You get the point. Wherever you're located, there's a book for your state. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon over in training. Notary Educators, LLC. We got you covered. Bye. So let me say happy Friday to everybody, and then we're going to hop into it. Welcome. What's going on out there in these notary streets? So like I said, today we're talking about, are you a whack notary? No shade, because many of you are just learning. You want to know the business, but we have to talk about what's going on in these notary streets, okay? We have to. And today is the day. I'm going to give YouTube a few minutes to notify people that I am live, and then we're going to do it. We are going to do it. Yeah, we have to. It's too much going on. It's too much money involved. The market is changing. There are more refinances happening. There are people buying more properties, and actually signings never stop. So I don't know who told y'all that. Is it a different market? Yes, but there are still documents being moved, people buying property, selling property, dying, getting their estate in order, et cetera, every day. Okay. Apostilles, people are moving, shaking every day. So let's talk about why you came tonight. Okay. Are you a whack notary? Okay. And again, we are not being shady, but there was no other way I can get everybody here and to talk about these mistakes that are happening in the industry. Okay. And again, when we make mistakes, especially my newer people who refuse to invest in proper training, you are going to cost everybody money, okay? So this is the scenario. First of all, I want to know, what would you do? And then I'm going to tell you what was done and what happened. The scenario is a client calls you. Today is October 25th. I don't typically date my YouTube videos, but just for the sake of this conversation, we have to. That's a YouTube thing. Your client came to you with a document that was signed on October 20th. Okay. October 20th. Today is the 25th. And you sign as the notary as the 25th. Can you do that? Yes or no? Yes or no? The dates do not match. Mismatch dates. These are things that can cause you to be a whack notary. What's the answer? What's the answer? Can you notarize a document? Anybody willing to answer? And if you don't know, it's okay. We're not here to beat you up. But can you notarize a document and it's dated for a day in advance, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and now the client finds you and say, hey, can you notarize this for me? Yes or no? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Can you do that? Can you do that? The dates do not match. Okay? What would you do? All right, let's talk about it. No answers. Okay, I see a 2 for no. Karen is, hey, Karen. Karen is saying no. Donna is saying yes if it's an acknowledgement. Donna is saying yes. So who's right, Karen or Donna? And welcome, Donna. Who's right? They both are right. They both are right. But I'm talking about in the role of a loan signing agent at this particular second. So what happened, and then I'll tell you what, I'm going to fill you completely in right quick, is my client called me 2 weeks ago. She had a loan modification. Easy peasy, right? For most people. Well, let me take that back. I always have to remind our trainers too. What's common sense or easy for me, because I've been doing this for 20 plus years, is not common sense for you. Okay? And so we're not going to say common sense. I hate when people say it's common sense. No, it's not common sense. If that's not what you do, that's not your thing, that's not your jam, it's not common sense. So let's talk about it. Okay. So my client called, I had a signing from a signing company 2 weeks ago. I called her to make the appointment. It took all day. She kind of hemmed and hawed. I was like, okay, maybe this isn't that important. But I know she needs this loan mod completed, because loan modification, for those of you who are new, but by the grace of God, says no to. Very good. So we're talking about it now. So when I call the client again, she's not like in a hurry to make the appointment. I'm like, okay, most people are looking for me. They're like, when I call, they're like, oh, I've been waiting on you to call. Okay. So in her case, she doesn't. So she calls me back a few hours later. She goes, oh, I don't need you. Kind of smug now. Kind of smug. Okay. I don't need you because my friend did it for me. Oh, okay. And I told somebody, I don't remember if it was Angela, Jeffrey, I told somebody. I said, yeah, this lady called me and she was like, yeah, I'll need you because my friend did it. And I said to myself, I bet her friend didn't do it right. I guarantee you. So guess who calls me today? Guess who calls me today? The client. The client. Her documents were rejected. Rejected. You do not want to hear the word rejected on your documents. Okay. You do not want to hear that. As a notary, as a client, as a lender receiving documents back, you do not want to have to reject things because it causes the process to stop. Now, these people are trying to do a loan modification and now the document is delayed. So you don't make your house payment. Guess what that means? They can come take your house. So when I say being a whack notary, we can't be out here just willy-nilly, just signing documents under the pretense of, well, it'll be okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Either you know how to notarize or you don't. Either you are pregnant or you are not. Okay. If you have not taken loan signing agent training, you need loan signing agent training. You can't figure I'm a notary, I got loan signing. You don't, because the rules are different. So this particular company did send instructions. Her friend probably did not read them because she's what I think is a work notary. She wasn't a notary like myself, a professional that does this full time. She's just a work notary. If you are new here, a work notary is just that. Your people at your job, they just stick documents in front of you and you just stamp. You don't know why, no rhyme, no reason. You just stamp, right? That's a work notary. So this person probably was a work notary, okay? Now, so her documents were rejected. I'm reading the notary instructions, and it clearly says that the dates must match. So her person did not read the instructions. That's rule number 1 in notary loan signing agent. You must read the instructions. If you are not a part of our monthly mentorship, where you can have access to Alexis course for free, Notarize Like a Pro, A to Z is included in our course library. You need to be, okay? Check it out. It's called the Notary Business Success Mentor Program. All of our courses are now included for that flat rate of $47 plus live training. Plus you get mentorship because we help you with your loan signing packages and your general notary work so you do not make these mistakes and be a whack notary. And it affects the whole industry, okay? All right, here we go. So looking at the instructions, it said the date that the notary signed it and the note that the signing client signed must match, and they did not. So her documents were rejected. Okay, I've had other rejections presented to me that I had to redo. Another common mistake is, and I hope you're taking notes out there. If you're not in mentorship, you need to be. Okay, another common mistake is signing as the witness. Signing as the witness and the notary in your state does not allow that. So I had another client, Jeffrey, and I had to go out there and redo their documents because the notary signed as the witness also. They did not know what to do clearly, okay? So you get your commission from your state. They're like, go, have fun. We're done. Until you start making mistakes and you working with signing companies, you realize, oh, why am I not getting assignments anymore? Why am I not working anymore? It's because you don't know what you're doing. You're a whack notary. Okay, I want to take you from being whack to elevate you, okay? Again, no shade. This is more clickbait for the title, okay? Because we don't call people names around here. But I knew to get you in the room, I had to say something crazy. So that's why we're using the term whack notary tonight, okay? Anyway, all that being said, so if your state does not allow you to serve as the witness and the notary, you should not be doing that. The client's document is going to be rejected. So you may think, oh, lenders and title companies have thousands of documents. They're not actually looking at these documents. Oh, yes, they are, because if they can't file the document with the county, there is a problem. And they have to send it back out to another notary like myself, who is trained, who is a trainer, okay, and know what they're doing. Okay, so that's another common mistake. And I had one more for you. So I had the date, the date, and they're also serving as the witness. And I had one more gem I wanted to drop, but I can't read my writing. Oh, okay, I see it. I was like, what is my writing? Oh my God, guys, I'm so tired. So I actually finished filming the tax course tonight. That's why I'm kind of dressed up. I finished filming the tax course. It's amazing. It's called Taxes and Notaries, or Notaries and Taxes. Yes, save more money. So that's going to be included also in the mentorship program. Everything we do now, or everything I do, for sure will be added to the mentorship program. So that is over there too. So you can check. Well, it's not there yet. Let me take that back. I just finished filming it. In my mind, it's over there. It's not there yet. So have you heard about the mentorship program? Drop a 1 if yes, 2 for no. So let's talk about this third mistake. Notaries using the wrong ink color. Notaries using the wrong ink color. That can throw off a whole signing. Again, the word rejection. 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 Hey, Karen. Karen said she heard of the program. Okay, so that can cause a signing to be rejected using the wrong ink color. And this is another one that we talk about all the time. Okay, my instructions today, good. I see a lot of you have heard about the program. Suzanne is in the program. Thank you. Her and Miss Donna. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate the kudos. Yeah, so number 3 though. So if you use the wrong ink color, that's a problem. The documents will be rejected. So I had another signing where the client, and I did this mistake myself. It's one of my videos I did when I first started YouTube, actually. If you go back and find it, my mistake. I got a smiley face with the doing like that, like, oh my God, I used the wrong ink color. And I had to do all 125 pages over again. I used black instead of blue. And how I made that mistake is this pen right. Let me see. What color is this? Hold on. This is blue. Okay, I had to see. So I had a pen though. If you're watching live or watching the replay, the ink pen in my hand has a blue casing, blue. But when you write, the ink is black. So when the client said, I want to use my own pen, I said, oh, okay. I said, no problem. So they use, because I always put pens on the table. I give each signer their own pen. I have my own pen. I have plenty of ink pens. And he said, I want to use my pen. He was very specific. So I said, okay, cool, no problem. And he sat there inside 125 or 150 pages in the wrong color because the casing is blue, but the ink was black. I said, oh my goodness. So I didn't catch the mistake. I'm throwing it in the office. I didn't catch the mistake. Jeffrey did. My husband. He went with me. He's also one of the semi-trainers. He does most of the back office stuff here for us and the YouTube and all that. But he does know how to be a notary. He is a notary. He's a notary signing agent too. So he looks over at me. I lean back. And he looking at me, and I'm looking at him. He looking at me, I'm looking at him. And it was so funny. And I was like, what? He was like, you're supposed to be using blue ink. I said, oh my goodness. So we had to redo everything. So fortunately, I always prepare my notary loan signing packages. I teach you to do the same thing. Alexis does too in the notary signing agent course. Prepare your package if you have time. Some people think you shouldn't take time to look over a package. I'm not going to a signing and I don't look over a package. And I've been doing this loan signing thing for almost 5 years. And I've been a notary, like I said, off and on for 20. So I don't do nothing without being prepared, okay? So I'm going to look over my package. I don't care if it's popular or not in these notary streets. I always take time to look over my package. So anyway, because we made that mistake and we had to re-sign everything, it only took like 10 minutes to re-sign because I already knew where everything was. I knew where everything was on the documents, right? Can you please put the link? Oh yeah, it's on notaryeducatorsllc.com. If I can spell educators. So I know where everything is on my documents. You know what I'm saying? So I always, maybe you don't know what I'm saying. I know people hate when you say that. But I always become one with my package. That's what I teach. That's what we do. That's what I want you to do. What do I mean become one with the package? When you get a package, I don't care what time it is. I'm taking a few minutes to look it over. Where do they need to sign it? Where do they need to initial? Where do I need to put what I need to do? Where do I stamp it? Where, you know what I'm saying? So I just said that again, didn't I? But the point is, we have to do better. I do not want you all faking it till you make it. I do not want you all being whack notaries where you cannot work. And when you don't know what you're doing, it affects everybody. So you have loan signings back in the day that was $150. They're sending them out now for $50. Why? They got to give me 50. They got to give you 50. And heaven forbid they get 2 notaries that don't know what they're doing. Now they got to pay 3 notaries to go back out there. Okay. So I still choose who I want to work with at this point, right? I do take some of the lower paying jobs now because I figure $50 an hour is still good money. $75 an hour is still good money. The majority of us listening now, do you make $75 per hour? 75, not even for an hour, a half hour to go do a loan signing. Biff, bam, once you know how to do it, when I teach you how to read the documents, left to right, up and down, and you get it, okay? $75, because somebody asked me earlier what I think about $75. If you're listening, no shade again. $75 an hour is good. And again, it shouldn't take you an hour. We teach you how to present the documents. You don't have to be an expert in the documents. You didn't write the document, so you don't know everything about that document, okay? But my point is that when we don't know what we're doing, and I'm open to taking some of your questions tonight, guys. I'm going to hang out for a few minutes. But when you don't know what you're doing, and tonight we went over 3 common mistakes in the notary signing agent space. Okay, this is only 3. Okay, this is only 3. I got plenty of them. But this happened to me today, so that's why. And I will share one more bonus gem with you, okay? One more bonus gem. You have got to start asking your clients when they call you and they want you to serve as a witness on loan modifications. Ask them what are their instructions. They're not going to want to do this, but after what happened today, I'm going to have to start having them look at their instructions. So this one particular company that I was working for, their instructions are that typically I'll use my husband as the notary. I mean, as the witness. I'm sorry, as the witness. I'll use Jeffrey as the witness, right? Because some documents require you to have a witness, and I have a witness list, but unfortunately, I lost my mom a couple years ago. You guys know that. And then I lost my father-in-law too. So he was my other witness. It was my mom. Between my mom and my father-in-law were my two go-to witnesses. And my nephew. He used to serve as a witness for me too, but he's no longer right here in the state with me. I mean, close to home. He's in the state because he done moved a couple of times. So I forgot where he was right that quick. My mind is so fried today. But anyway, I digress. So all my witnesses, that my primary witness list has actually changed. I'll be honest, with deaths. You don't realize when you lose people, and of course I miss my mom greater than her serving as a witness. But that was my road dog, you know what I'm saying? And when I stepped, she stepped. I didn't never have to say, where do I need a witness list, because I had a built-in witness. My mom kind of lived with me and my sister. And then my father-in-law also, he did not mind. He's like, wherever you at, call me, I'll be there. So he didn't mind serving as a witness for me, right? So now I'm looking for a witness just like everybody else. Today, Angela was going to come and help me. So when I read the instructions, you have to read instructions, just like you baking a cake, just like you are baking a cake, okay? If you're baking a chocolate cake and it says put 2 eggs and you put 4, it's going to do something to alter that cake, right? It's going to do something to alter the cake. Same thing with your loan documents. If your instructions say use blue ink or black, because my instructions today were actually to use black ink, okay, which is rare, but you have to read your instructions. Today it said use black or really dark. Now, who got time to sit there and say, well, it's a dark enough blue? So I would use black. That was the first thing they said, use black ink or really dark ink. So you have to follow your instructions. You have to follow instructions. So again, like I was saying really quick, and please feel free to drop any questions you have about the program, about what I'm talking about now, these different errors that notaries are making. I don't want you to be a whack notary, because again, it affects everybody in the industry. When we don't know what we're supposed to do, it gives a bad name, it leaves a bad taste, and ultimately affects our pockets. It affects how much we can spend on that debit or credit card, because people are not going to pay us. They're not. They have to pay 3 notaries, sometimes at least 2. In most signings that take place nowadays, they have to send out 2. And if they're not sending out 2 notaries to complete the job because the first one was whack and messed it up, okay? Whack and messed it up. If they're not, then they're sending out 10 pages worth of instructions. I get some loan signing companies right now that send me all those instructions, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not even being bothered with their company because it's just too much. They have to send out 10 pages of instructions, though, because people aren't taking training. You're being told you don't have to pay a trainer. Trainers are getting rich. Well, what about doctors? Doctors are making their money, but you need doctors, right? You need to go to who has what you need, who has the knowledge to fix your problem, okay? That's what we got to think about. So do I make money as a trainer? Yes, I provide a valuable service. I do. I teach you how to get your money and to be effective, okay? I've been talking to people literally all day via our group chat, which is also included in the mentorship, if I didn't say that. We have a group chat. I had to actually call somebody who had a loan refi today. Okay, they needed some help. So we walk the walk and talk the talk around here. You guys already know that. So let me get some of your questions. So again, don't be a whack notary. Do what you need to do. Get the training. Let us help you. We have 13 or 14 courses now that covers everything that you need. I even have a new remote online notary course that has been uploaded to the platform. Okay, it's a remote line on Notary. And then all of the courses that we're talking about, you can actually buy them individually or you can join the mentorship. Okay, I've been answering questions all week about the mentorship. Can you cancel when you want? Yes, you can. Do you have to do a year? You do not. What else? Oh, can I just watch the videos? Can I just sign up and just do videos without coming to the weekly workshops? You do not have to come to the weekly workshops. You do not. If you do, I feel it'll make you a stronger notary and a stronger business owner, but you do not. Okay. So we got some questions. So to answer Donna's question, for the acknowledgement, technically the acknowledgement does not need to be signed in front of you. Okay, to go with Donna's yes about the original question, can a notary's date be different than the signer's signature when they signed it? Yeah, on an acknowledgement, it doesn't have to be in front of you. However, 90% of the time, 99% of the time, it will be. You get one or two clients that may have signed their document prior to coming to you. Okay, so very good. Sorry, y'all. Donna's in the program too, but Donna's a more experienced notary too. So, but by the grace of God, said earlier, the reason that you want to check your instructions and stuff because loan details change, signing to signing, which is true. But by the grace of God, also says yes, ma'am. Educating clients is important. Yeah, and our clients don't know. They don't want to be educated. They have to learn at work. They have to take care of their family. So the last thing they want to know is to learn our job. And that's just facts. But we still have to ask our screening questions because screening questions equal money. I always say that questions equal money. So we have to ask these screening questions because if I did not ask her, certain questions and I get to the job, there's no witness. Or you get to the job and they don't have all their documents. She said that the documents were coming from the signing company. Typically, they send it to you, which they did end up sending it to me. I was already out, and I was going to see, can I just spin through her house and use hers? But then I was like, well, how many sets do she have? Because I know they need 2 executed. If you don't know what executed means, you probably need to be in mentorship. All right, y'all. Let's see. But by the grace of God, also says there could be a conflict of interest. Could be. Yep. And that's why they don't want, like my husband, signing on the document. Now, that's not the norm. Normally, they don't care who the witness is. Typically, they don't care. Okay? They don't care who the witness is. But in this case, this particular company, they did not want, I've only seen that like one other time, and it might have been them because it's so rare. They don't usually care who the witness is. But this company said it cannot be the spouse of the notary or a family member of the notary. And for that reason, it could be some shadiness going on. Okay. But by the grace, can you put the link? So notaryeducatorsllc.com to sign up for mentorship. Again, you can cancel anytime. You have access to all 13 or 14 courses. I'm not really sure. I don't remember because we got so many now. And the tax course is coming. You can buy them separately too. Again, if you don't want to be a part of the mentorship, you don't have to. You can purchase these courses individually, okay? By Sunday, the tax course will be up and added to the mentorship program. Let's see. Yeah, and Karen says it also affects the profession, losing trust. And these signing companies, they are done with us, okay? These signing companies are done with notaries. And that's why the fee is reflective in the money. When I first started, and they haven't changed, I guarantee you, they still collecting the same money that they were collecting. But they know I can't pay Kimmi $150 because what if Kimmi don't know what she's doing? What if Kimmi's a whack notary? Okay, what if? And then they got to pay Tanya to go out there and fix my error. So they gave me $150. And now they got to pay another $150. They're broke. So no, they start out, I'm going to give you $50. Then the next person, they got to pay somebody else to go out there. They might go, okay, so signing companies, really quick, in case you don't know, they have preferred lists. So when you hear people say preferred list, that's true. Okay, it's true. They have preferred lists. You want to be on the preferred list. You do not want to be on the blacklist. So, but what does that look like? So they have their preferred list of notaries they want to work with. I may be in the top 10, but they already know when I get ready to send it to Kimmi, though, it needs to be the right dollar amount. So they may start and, try to look down the list and go down with the newer people and give them a chance and pray it come back right. I'll take a chance to give her $50 and make this other person take a chance to give Sarah Jane $50 and pray it's right. But if it's not right, now we got to go up the food chain. I got to get Kimmi $150 because I know she's not going out there under that. And I need this document executed correctly. Okay. So again, it does affect the industry. Not could, it does. So, but by the grace of God, says investment into the wisdom that you offer is priceless. Oh, I appreciate it. I really do. And it's my pleasure to assist you all. And I do enjoy what I do. Let's see. But by the grace of God, this question, can I give the membership as a gift for a new notary who is interested in learning? Well, it's a monthly membership, so I don't know how you would do that. I don't know how you would gift it to them. That's something I could look into because someone else may want to do that, especially with the holidays coming up. So at this time, I would say I don't know how that you would be able to do that because it is monthly. And you can cancel at any time, but how are you going to make sure that the person cancels? But you know what? To your point, if you wanted to just give it to somebody for a month, when it comes to the email part, you could put their email in and you could just pay for it on your credit card and you can stop it the following month. See how I'm always thinking on my feet? As a business person, you have to also, as a business owner. So yeah, you know what? You could do that. You could put their email address to set up everything and then it will bill your card, okay? And then you can just cancel it when you no longer want them to have it. You could do that. You could do that. Okay. What other questions do we have? Any other questions about the topic for tonight? Are there any questions I can help you with the notary space altogether about the program? What questions? Anything? If not, I'll head out because it is Friday night. Friday night. Let me not sing because I don't want YouTube to do something. YouTube don't be playing around, y'all. But y'all know what song I want to sing, right? Just got paid. That part should be okay. That little bit. All right. Any other questions? Okay. So just to recap, don't be a whack notary. Invest in yourself. Invest in training. Let me teach you. Join the mentorship program. Cancel anytime. $47 a month for everything that you get is invaluable. It really is if you really want to be a pro at your craft. Okay? Well, until next time, guys, I'm going to say bye. I'm Kimmi again. And on behalf of Notary Educators and Notary Life with Kimmi, I am going to say have a great, amazing weekend. See ya. Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.